Hi Stampers, it's Christy with Stampin', Texas. Well, I think I have gone a little bunny crazy. I found a card on Kelly Atchison's blog, and when I saw her little bunny on her card, I knew I just had to make my own version of her card. So thank you, Kelly, for the inspiration. I started making this card, and then I even started making little 3x3 little mini note cards with the bunny on it. Isn't that cute? And then added a little envelope liner. So I wanted to share with you how I put this little bunny card together and kind of give you all the tips and measurements. So let me grab my supplies and we'll get started. The card stock that you'll need for this card is pretty simple. I used the thick Whisper White for the card base, and this is 4 1/4 by 11, and then I scored in the middle at 5 1/2, so that can just easily fold in half. I also have a piece of crumb cake cardstock, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. And what we're going to do is all I have done is embossed it with the softly falling embossing folder, softly falling textured embossing folder, I believe. It's a great embossing folder, and it's a nice 6x6 size. Isn't that cute? So it could be snow, it could be rain, it could be going down or up, whichever way you want it to go. But all I did was emboss that, and then we're going to punch the hole out of this piece in just a minute. You can punch the hole first or emboss first, it doesn't matter. You'll need this mint macron cardstock, and I just cut it 3/4 inch by about 4. And this is a 1/2 inch by 4 inch. And I have stamped, let me share with you the supplies you'll need for our stamping. The sentiment comes from this stamp set called Greatest Greetings. I just love the font of all of these words in this one. Isn't that cute? So we're using the Your Extraordinary from Greatest Greetings. And then the little bunny comes from the Friends and Flowers stamp set. I love this too because you've got the little bunny face here in his ears, and then you can also build flowers. There's fish, cute, cute, cute little baby cards made with this guy there. So those are the ones we're going to be using. So let's go ahead and with our 2 1/2 inch circle punch, I am going to punch out the top of this. So we're the place where our bunny's going to peek through, and you just slide it all the way in till it stops. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and punch the banner ends. We're going to use the triple banner punch. And you know what? I actually like to do the white one first, only because the white one at 4 inches goes all the way down to where it stops. And then I kind of take a look and make sure I've got, yep, see that actually took off just about what we need. Sometimes I put it back in there and we'll take off a little bit more if needed. Then I'm going to go in, and I'm not going to push this one all the way in. Guess we could. Because there's more than enough room, we're going to line these up. And then I actually have it hang over a little bit and just cut off that extra. Oops. Had the cover on there. So I'll go ahead and stick those two together while I'm thinking about it. Oh, and I almost forgot. We need our designer paper. Let me grab my designer paper. This is such a cute, versatile paper. You notice from my other card I shared with you, this has a flower print. This has polka dots. The designer's paper pack have all different prints. They're just in those in colors. So let me grab that and I'll share that with you. Here's what the designer series paper stack looks like. This is just the floral print I've got on top. But these are the in colors that are 2015 to 17. And with all the products I'm showing you today, you can look in the description box below and I'll have the product links and all the details and everything you need. But isn't that cute? So there's the mint color, so different patterns. Just love it. So it's really cute, very versatile paper. You've got stripes and words and patterns and all sorts of fun things. So on this particular card, I think I'm going to go with the floral. I've used the floral before. I love the polka dots. But I thought, well, let's do something a little bit different here. But before we start assembling, let me share with you how we're going to do our bunny. So scoot that aside for just a moment. I want to give you a few tips. We are going to stamp, I've already stamped several of the bunny faces, and those are going to be punched out with the 1 3/8 inch circle punch. And then the little ears, here's my big tip. On the stamp, hope you can see that there, one end of this stamp is a little more pointed than the other. One end is a little bit more rounded on the image, and one is more pointed. When you stamp this using crumb cake or whatever color you choose, I did crumb cake, make sure that pointed end is going up on your paper like this, and I just stamp along the bottom. That's because when we pull in our punch, this is the flower builder punch, when we pull this in, you'll notice the pointed end of the punch is on the top, so then when I go to slide that in, it lines up. Now, if you happen to stamp your bunny ear upside down, it will still punch out okay, but you'll be able to tell the difference that one end is more pointy and one end is round. All I did was I colored in with a pink pirouette marker, and just so you know, a little tip, the wide line on this part of the marker means that's the brush tip. The thin line right there just means that's the pen tip. So I'm just simply, with my marker, I just go in here, start coloring it to the desired shade, like that. And for the cheeks, it's as simple as just going in circles. Isn't that cute? Doesn't that just add a little something, brings it to life? Super, super cute. Well, I've got my little bunny already punched out and the pieces ready to go. I found that the dimensionals, these are not dimensionals, glue dots. Glue dots are really easy to use, and I prefer to have the more rounded part of the ear showing, so I'm putting the glue dot on the pointed part, and then I just lay these down. That way, when I've put my head, the bunny head on top, bunny face, just stick it like that, and there's my bunny. Now, for here, to make him just kind of peek through, you're going to want to put your bunny kind of in an angle on your square like this. The other thing I do is I'll just barely lay this on top, and do I want the mouth covered up or do I want it showing? So I'll adjust, make some minor adjustments in there. So pretty much I know he's going to be down there. So I might just lay him down just gently. And actually that looks all right to me. I probably could make him go behind there a little bit more, but I'm going to go with it. So then I give it a good press. So now let me just gather everything back up and we'll put it all together. All right, let's start putting it all together. Now the only thing I've done is I've gone ahead and stuck this down, and then I'm going to flip it over and just cut off that little bit of extra there, like that. And then the other thing I like to do is I'm actually going to add the adhesive right around the circle opening, like so. That way I can actually stick that down to the bunny. And it doesn't matter then if my square on the back is a little bit crooked. That's all right, because it's going to be stuck down. No one will ever see it. So we'll just put some snail all over the back and put it on the center of the card here. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then the little flowers, aren't those a nice little fun touch? Those come from the Itty Bitty Punch Accents pack. So cute. So you get all 3 in a set. And I just used this little guy here. Punched out 2 from Mint Macaron and 1 from Pink Pirouette. And again, my glue dots come in handy, because all I'm going to do is stick them on. And since I have a little more space right down there, I'm going to put the pink one there. So it's kind of fun. You can just decide where you want to put the flowers. You want to put them all over, wherever you'd like. And then the last thing, I kind of like them down there too. Yeah, let's do that. Then the last thing we're going to do is take some of these adhesive back pearls, and we will stick a pearl on each one of those flowers. My scissors work really well since they're so pointy and sharp. They work as a great little tool. Just make sure when you're getting those pearls, squiggle underneath there enough to get the adhesive. Sometimes the adhesive, whoop, like that one, wants to go on me or stay on the paper. But there you go. Fun and cute, quick Easter cards. So again, thanks so much for watching, and all the details for the products and the links and everything you need is in the description box below. Thanks so much, and please like and subscribe Stampin' Texas videos. Happy stamping!